On a golden, vast rice field, Baby Duck Lua had just completed an important task in life, harvesting rice. But Lua's adventure was only beginning. One morning, as the first rays of sunlight touched the earth, Lua decided to venture out and explore. And what he found would change his view of the world and life forever. Lua was a small but hardworking and creative duck. After helping the farmers harvest the rice, he stepped out of his familiar duck pen to admire the vast field in front of him. The rice field had been harvested clean, but Lua still felt a lingering thought in his mind. As Lua wandered across the field, he encountered an old rabbit hurriedly running by, its eyes glancing at a distant place. "Hello, Rabbit, where are you rushing off to?" Lua asked. "Oh, Lua, I'm looking for a tree to take shelter from the rain, but I have nothing to eat, so I'm searching for food," the rabbit replied, panting. Lua thought for a moment and then said, "We can go find food together. Follow me to the other side of the field. I know a place where we can find leftover rice grains." And so, Lua and the rabbit began their journey. Together, they crossed the fields that had already been harvested, passed by dry plots of land, and ventured into a wild area that Lua had never explored before. They found rice grains that had fallen, wild apples growing on trees, and small streams known only to the animals of the plains. Though they found food, Lua felt strangely tired. It wasn't because they couldn't find food, but because he realized that everything he found wasn't something he had earned himself. He thought about the farmers who worked hard to cultivate the land and bring in the harvest, and he understood an important lesson. When Lua and the rabbit returned, Lua turned back to the harvested fields and decided to get to work. He no longer wanted to rely on what others gave him for free. Lua knew that you reap what you sow, and if he just sat and waited, nothing would come to him. He resumed his work, diligently looking for any leftover rice from the harvest to ensure his survival through the dry days. Conclusion and philosophy. Lua's adventure wasn't just a search for food, it was a lesson in perseverance and hard work. He realized that in this world, nothing comes for free. Everything we receive must be earned through our effort, through hard work, and only then will we receive the rewards we deserve. Lua returned home with a valuable lesson. No matter how hard life gets, as long as we keep working, persevering, and putting in the effort, what we want will eventually come. Each step Lua took across the field was a solid step in his journey.